Yo, Peachy. Peachy, check, check. What's up, dude? All right, let's do it. I know you sent me 3 replays in like a specific order, like 1, 2, 3. But I chose the second one first because I'm just gonna do it by time. This one apparently was like April 17th, which was like 7 months ago or something like that. So I figure I got this one out of the way to see maybe how you progressed. Without further ado, here we go. Right, so far, that's a good clear. That might even be a goal. All right, so here it's a little weird here. Yeah, after you hit this, now right here, that is the chance that you could have actually played it slow and could have taken that ball. Now that was a really good bump afterwards. But look at this guy in the net for a second. Passive, dude. Way too passive on this guy. So Mint here kind of messes up. And that's really bad. Just pretty bad mechanics by him. The other dude was supposed to go up. Now, if you're versing less passive people, in this situation, of course, it was fine. But they played so slow. At the higher ranks, they're not going to play that slow. They're not going to give you that much space. Unless he has, like, 0 boost. Which I don't think that guy had. Regardless, in this situation... If I remember in this case, I wouldn't boost. I wouldn't flip here. I'll show you why. So here, this is good. You got the clear out. That's really good. But I wouldn't do that flip. Because the momentum, if you did do that flip, it's fine. But you have to stop your momentum when you're paying attention to how the opponent is approaching the ball. So here, I would have stopped. I would have stopped and waited. So why I would stop is because you know that this is going to bounce up, it's going to roll up, or it's going to bounce out. Now this guy, you have to see how he's going to contest it. Most of the time, he might hit the ball along this wall, or it'll bounce up and he'll climb along the wall and hit it out, right? So in each of those situations, this position around here is pretty good to stop. And now watch, if you waited here, see how he's going to hit it? This is where you'd start to go back, right? You'd start to go back, you go to the side, because it looks like he's going to hit it to the right. Now he ends up whiffing it. Now if you were over here doing the proper thing, your teammate would have been here to pass it to you over the middle, right? And that would have put this guy in a weird situation, right? Instead, you kind of turn in and take the ball away from Carl, who's, you know, kind of coming in properly, right? So now he's like, oh, okay, you're leaving the ball. Now you got a good bump. That was really good. And your teammate got a pretty good follow-up. That's besides the point. If you want to do like proper rotation and stuff like that, just be a little bit more patient, play off of your opponent, and kind of adjust to see where he's going to go for it, you know? But either way, that was still a good play by you. I'm just trying to give you a heads up because your opponent was really passive there, and most of the time they're not going to be that passive. Dude, the frickin' it still does this after 3 years, but it does it where it like locks up the frickin' the replays. But regardless, that was still a good play. Want the player tags there. All right, a little miss by your team is. Good positioning by you. Okay, so what, I mean, this isn't bad what you do. My usual move, in this situation, you don't want to pump fake too quick, right? But in a lot of these situations, when there's an open field in 2, especially if you're around like champ 1, 2, 3, even low GC, if you pump into the ball, like do a pump fake, like a quick boom, and then pull away, they'll like 5 or probably like 7 times out of 10, I'll say, they'll just try to do the flick that they were going to do. And they'll mess up because they'll have to make a move quicker than they thought they had to, and then that'll allow your teammate to come out or for you to contest. Now, you don't want to do it when they're in a position to get like a center or a really dangerous shot over you. Here, it looked like he was losing it. So I like that you went for it. The path you took was a little bit too head-on, I think, instead of seeing where he would flick it. You know what I'm saying? See how you just turn in, but you don't know how he's going to hit it? Still okay, but this could be a risky pass. Your teammate was still there, but just be careful of those contests. Nice, I like the dunk. That other guy was playing way too passive. Okay, I do think this is a little weird by your teammate. He should have rotated back there. It's okay. Guy ended up missing anyway. Nice bumps. I like it. That again. Okay, that positioning wasn't too bad. It was a little bit of a dive, but your teammate was back. It could have been a good pass. I don't mind that play. I want to look at this boost. The amount of boost you're using as well. Now you see how much boost you're using here? You have 70, right? Getting some speed. Your eyes are just on the ball here. Be careful. I want you to focus more at no matter what level you're at. Focus on where your opponents are. That should determine the way that you approach the ball. Like Carl, your eyes were not on Minty, right? They were on the ball straight up. Because you would have seen Minty the whole way that he was going to get that, and that would have made you flip all the way back. And you might have been left with some boost. Now you're drained on all boosts, right? So if you do have time on a separate note to flip back, use a little boost and use your flip, and that'll give you the the hyper speed or whatever it's called, the fastest speed, and then that'll give you some boost in your tank to make the play defensively. See, like right now you don't have any boost. All right, I do like that you're going for some boost now. But see how kind of slow you're moving around the field as well? Like here, you're creeping out. You're kind of lucky that this dude didn't score this. Because your guy right here, he gets this pass. I even think you should have been going for that ball. Just because of the way he hit it. If not, you should have definitely been towards the front of the net. Because he could have hit this towards the net, and that would be it. Now, you still beat him, so it's okay. But I'm just saying, for faster opponents, you got to be careful. Nice. My goal is to try to prepare you for the later ranks. You know what I mean? Even if you're on the verge of GC, just climbing up GC. Nice. That was a good try still. Dude, if you want to do something fun, what I love to do in front of these nets, you hit it like that. Hit it. This is a fun troll thing to do, and it's so satisfying to hit. You hit it just like that so that it has some speed, and you drive underneath the ball, and then you go for a demo. Go to bump them. It's a lot of fun. It's a savage thing to do. You might tell your opponent, but I'm telling you, it's so funny. Okay, so this is definitely a no-no here, especially if you're so. Oh no, you're creative with this guy. You also told me that you were doing twos tonight, so I'm guessing that might be with your twos partner. Your twos partner. But here, like the position that you're going for, you're not thinking. You're kind of just paying attention to the ball. And I want you to just think of the game as like you have to score, obviously. But don't do something that would take you out of the play completely so that your teammate could potentially be in a 1v2 or 1v1. That's what you don't want in defense. So with this, it's going across. You're not going to get a center here at this speed. You might, but this guy is already back. And since he's so close to the ball, this is such a risky best for you. It's going to take a while for you to come back, while the momentum of the ball is going to come out somewhere over here, where he could continue to follow it. It's just it's risky for your because watch now you're going to take a long time to recover. Your teammate went for that 2, which is a no. That should be a goal. Yeah. So again, be careful when the opponent has possession. Play off of them. You know what I mean? Play off of not where it is right now, but where it's going to be. As long as he's close to the ball. There's a lot of space in between. But just try to focus on where he's going to hit it. Same thing goes for your teammate, honestly. Score on that. I don't mind the pass. I mean, you're controlling the boost as well, so it's not too bad. Nice. Should be a goal. Nicely done. Nice. See, that time you were focused on the opponent. That was a really nice 50-50. Okay, so this is what I'd be careful of, and I'd say for you and your team. Now, look how much boost you use there. I want you to pay attention to this, because I guarantee you do this every once in a while. A lot of people do it. I'm pretty sure I do it too, because your eyes are on the ball, right? Look at where you're going hyperspeed. This is it. Find the moment. Watch your trail right here. Watch your trail. Kind of hard to see. Boom. You're going hyperspeed. Your fastest point. See that trail? You're still using boost. This whole way through. You had 40 in your tank when you were going full speed. Used an extra 20. That could be the difference of you having a powerful hit or not. Now, that was just a mechanical error. You still could have had a nicer hit. I'm just saying for boost management purposes, not specifically in this situation, but just in all situations when you're going full speed, be careful. Also, on a separate note, on this play, you see that Mint went into the net, right? Look at where Mint's at. He's flipping in, and he's getting comfortable in the net. That means you have some time to set up with this. The other dude, the other side, is still out of your frame. Still have time to get to this. Not even demoing you. You don't have to go straight up to this. And the reason why is because you can go straight on, and then you could hit it out. But that allows your opponent to see exactly where you're going to put it way ahead of time. You know what I mean? Because you hit it up here slowly, you hit it out. And it's going to be a floater. You don't want to hit it too fast because then you juke Carl. And then Mint could probably contest it easy. What I usually do is I take the ball around out here and then try to get some space between you and the ball so that it could get on your hood. So when you hit it up here, drag it up. It'll slightly go in front of your hood, and then you could flick it out. And if your teammate is ready for an out pass while these guys are just sitting in goal, not contesting, or contesting straight on, you could just flick it out. And what that does is it hits the ball middle for a good pass. It makes the goalies come out. And then it also brings your momentum towards rotating back. That's the nice thing about that. When you hit it up like this, you're going higher and higher. Flick it out. Your recovery time is increased by at least a few seconds. You have to drop down. You don't have boost in that specific situation, so you have to flip back, flip back. That adds a lot of time to your. So just think about that every time. Now in threes, it's a little different because you can take a little longer to recover. You have a third guy. But with twos, you got to be careful. See how you guys are kind of rushing back now? I know what you're going for. You're going for a chip. Nice. I actually like that play. Only because you got to the boost in time. All right, so this is just a mechanical error. If you did connect with that, it could have been good. Your teammate kind of contesting that was a little odd, too. No, he definitely should have started going back. You guys should be good here. like the play. I like the aggression. That was a little risky. Okay, so now what I do here. You go for this play, right? It's kind of a high risk, high reward. It's definitely risky. I mean, you know, yeah, the risks of it, obviously. But here, yeah, you front flip here. If you had a wide turn, that'd be cool, right? If you turn wide around and you came back, but you didn't have much time for that. So stopping like this kind of just gives them straight up possession here, and it makes your teammate have to basically run back as fast as he can. You can do two things. If you have enough boost or you have enough time to wrap around wide, then I would do that. As long as you could hit it towards their general direction where it's going to take them. Or, what I'd probably do, since you're coming back this way. Ready? So you're coming back this way, right? Don't flip there. Just kind of come behind the ball and front flip it into your corner. Front flip it into your corner, get this 12 boost, front flip again, then gain possession and work on it again. So that allows your teammate to come back, get boost along the way while you're bringing the ball back and around, and then he gets in position so that you have someone to pass to. Instead of, you know, kind of turning and then hitting it slow, now you have to get your boost again. You kind of got lucky. He put you in position there. But I hope that makes sense. You guys are pretty physical players, though. I like it. I like the demos. And the, yeah, there it is, right there. It's a lot of fun to play like that, to be honest. It sucks when it works against you. You know? Alright, so this is a ball chasey kind of mode by you. Over here, you definitely should have rotated. 9 times out of 10 at GC, this guy's just going to smash it downfield. I'm actually really surprised he missed that. And then that would leave your teammate out alone. Yeah. So it may work for you now by chasing a bit, but be careful doing that. If you start losing and you start contesting those, be careful. That's another no-no right here. Again, play off your teammate. He has you beat here. Not off your teammate, off the opponent's hit. So if the pass is no good, just play off the opponent's hit. Just be ready. And see how you have to kind of recover here? You could have been in a position to hit it off of your teammate's pass here instead of being in an awkward position. So be careful when you kind of dive at stuff like that. There, it's the same thing. This is another pointless contest. When they're coming back and they're ready, taking it away from the person with possession, the opponent with possession, it's not good unless you're able to follow it and keep possession yourself. So if you're just getting it past the one guy that's dribbling and it gives it to the back guy on their team, he's allowed to have possession and potentially score, that's bad. Now that guy just gave it up. He could have slow played it, dribbled, and then let K-Fred or whatever, you know, go for a demo. They still scored anyway. But that was you kind of taking away your the second guy on the team. You know what I mean? It makes it hard to 1v2. So be careful on those defensive mistakes. The main thing there is just try not to dive in when they're on the sidelines. Think of where your hit's going to go, and if it's going to give possession to them anyway, their second guy, then try to be a little more patient. Don't contest so early. I hope it makes sense. Nice. Oh, that was close. Good attempt. Seems like your mechanics are pretty good, though. See what happened here. What happened to your teammate? Oh, boy. That's a no-no. Oh, my God, dude. His camera. Dude, this guy has, like, -7 camera angle. If he's having problems with aerials, I'm telling you it's because of his angle looks weird. Yeah, it's got to be like -6, -7. He's having a problem with aerials. It's definitely his angle. But here, he should have definitely... He rotated all the way around the wrong way. He's got to go straight back for that. I don't think that's a bad shot by you. I think that's okay. Yeah, that was on your teammate. Okay, though. Here's another kickoff. That's a good bait. Whoa, hello. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Nice, dude. All right, so overall, not too bad. That was April 17th. Yo, Peachy. All right, so I'm doing this one because it's the next one in the what's it called? Basically by date. So I'm going to read what you wrote. You said, this replay is an overview of my day-to-day with my twos partner. It illustrates some deep passing plays. Our overall chemistry at this level, I know when I make mechanical error by jumping too fast or not far enough off the wall and end up missing the ball, but I'm missing one big thing that is holding me back from GC against people at my level. As always in Discord. One thing, let's see. Probably a few things. It's never just one thing. Professional, by the way. Okay, so here, I think it's okay to go for a power shot. There's just a mechanical error, just like you said. You could have put that basically on the left side in the top half, and it would have went in. I'm not going to go too into detail about mechanics. Your teammate is definitely rotating weird here. This whole thing by him is weird. So here, I like that you didn't contest, because Chi-Chi or whatever could have contested low and easily taken you out. There, I don't mind that touch, but your teammate has to come back and rotate. He's got to know. Now, this is still good positioning by you. Beautiful hit. Let me see what your teammate's up to. Not Chi-Chi, it's Carter. Okay, so both of you are a little chasey here. Now, after this guy passes it, after he passes it, one of you guys make sure, as I think you're in comms when you play these, make sure you call each other off the ball as soon as possible and don't double up in these situations. Like, if I keep seeing that from you guys, that's definitely one of the biggest problems is double committing and on awkward balls that, you know, it's just kind of weird. I just need to see the inconsistency. Nice. I like that you took it slow. Okay, now jumping here is a no-no as well. This other dude is way closer than you are. So make sure you understand when your opponent is going for the ball and when he's able to connect. Because this is increasing, again, the same shit. You're increasing the amount of recovery time. So where you could have been in position, you now have to work to get back to that state. Now, it ended up working out, but that's kind of an anomaly. You know what I mean? Nice shot, though. But be careful when you go for those hits. Play off your teammate if you have to. If you can contest in time and you could make, you know, if you think it's a smart decision, then do it. But when he's clearly beating you, make sure you focus on your. Then you could be in position quick. Okay, see this is the no-no right here. This is like what I've seen in the first replay. See how you're cutting off the field? So they're giving you possession back. Right here, boom, he hits it out. You have possession now. Now you can do two things. If you're good enough to catch the ball on the side really quick and turn it back in, then do it. You're probably not going to do that a lot of times. I mean, I'm even... You got to catch it quick on the side, not have it roll up because that's really dangerous, and then bring it around real quick. The best thing to do is hit it back towards your net. Don't flip it. Just have it land under the ball so that your nose is like on this part. You know what I'm saying? So that it rolls forward. You can grab this boost, come around wide, and then hit it a little bit and make the play out. And you could take your time, dude. There's no reason to cut this off because what you're doing is just giving them possession. So take it slow, hit it out. You could even hit it slightly, catch it so that it goes this way. So that you're leading yourself. So that you hit it going this way. Then you wrap around, grab this boost, and then you're ready to smash it out. Now, it depends on how close your opponent is. That's how far out that you should toss it. So if your opponent's coming up here, do not want to hit it like this. You want to hit it closer to your corner. Then you can maintain possession. Make them chase it so that you can make the juke move as they approach you. Make them make the bad move. Now, if he's far out all the way and it's taking him a while to come through, then you could hit it diagonal like this. Take your time, come around. As you're coming around, survey the field. If they aren't pushing you, take it slow. Let it drop back down. Put it on your car. Get ready to flick it when they start to dive you. Either sideways or forward over them. But if they give you so much space, take up that space, dude. Don't try not to get nervous and just flick it over because no one's there. Spot your opponents and work off that. Nice. I like the dribble. See how you're flicking for no reason? So it kind of gets to your opponent or to your teammate, but there was no real reason. You have possession there. Like here, you have possession, you're just giving it up. Maybe you got scared because you thought he was going to demo you, and that's fine. I understand that. In that situation, I guess that's okay, but just be careful when you just flick. Use your rear view mirror as well. Check where the dude is behind you. That'll dictate how fast you have to go as well. What happened here? Okay, so chasing here is no good. Here, you hit it away to beat that guy. I think that's fine, right? But now you don't have to rush this. You can play it slow. I would have slowed down at that point. When you notice that they're going to beat you to it. So you beat this guy, right? That's good. Now slow down here. If he's going to beat you. You could guesstimate, but don't jump off the wall. You know what I'm saying? In this situation where you're contesting, when somebody is dragging the ball up the wall, stay on the wall and try to guess. Now, be prepared to turn immediately after. So, you guys were kind of close in meeting, right? Got up to, let's say, I'll try to pause it right before it comes off. This is pretty close. I would just keep going forward and then swipe. So, you just keep driving forward. If this guy contests you, and it comes away from him, then you're just gonna break in front of him. Your car would be here, it'd actually go in. Or it'd go out at least. So if you do feel like contesting, just stay on the wall, and that'll allow for a quick recovery time in case you do miss. But a lot of the time I would this one was a close call. I would have just swiped, guessed, and by swipe I mean stay on the wall and come around immediately after. If you win it and it goes towards this way, going. If not, then you come back around, rotate around towards net, as your teammate can or the, the ball after. Hope that makes sense. Now here, going out this far is a no-no as well. There's no reason to use your boost all the way here. Okay, that's a good demo. But that relied on your teammate. A lot of this time, like, look at Field's backflip. This was bad offense by him. Right? He messed up. He had a bad pass. It actually turned out to be a good pass after. You did demo the guy in time, but your path should not be this far. You mess this up, start going back. Right here, you grab this little one, immediately turn to the left and rotate back. You're adding more and more time that your teammates not help. But do you see how you flipping all the way back here, you making this flip and then landing over here with barely any speed, causing you to backflip, causing you to half flip over here. See how much extra time that's adding? If you would have just stayed on this wall, tested low or high, wherever you think it's going to go without jumping, you immediately turn back in. Even without boost, you could grab these little pads along the way. Go back in. That'll cut your time by literally 8 seconds coming back. So be careful with the choices you make in your, especially in twos. Okay, I still like the positioning. That was fine. The mechanical error is obvious. But I like that you guys are, trying to find each other. Nice job. A little weird for the opponent to go for that. Now again, you see how much time you have here? You're not even paying attention. Your opponents are going back. So unless you hit this on the top corner of the net, causing the guy to chase and hoping that he misses, this isn't really a good play unless it gets to your teammate. But you see how you just kind of gave up possession here? So be careful. When you have the ball, when I was playing with Miho, this is what I learned a lot. That he would take it slow almost all of the time. Force your opponents to come at you with space. Because the more space that you have when the ball's close to you, the more of a guess that it's going to be if your opponent dives at you. So take in a note as well. Make a mental note of whether your opponent dives at the ball, whether they pump fake in. That should determine how you react, how you slow play it. But just take your time if you have. Again, I don't mind that you went for the pass there. If you did connect with him, it could have been good. But just if you have the space, try it out. Try to take it slow. Now, this is a lot of boost wasted. See, that whole play was 70 boost. I think this is that's just a mechanical error. I mean, you could get a good air dribble there. The higher rank you are, the more risky it is. It honestly should be a goal for your opponent. For a couple of reasons. This is something you don't want to go for. When your teammate is recovering, they're forced to recover off a pass. Don't always have to go for it. These people are clearly saving it, right? Clearly saving it. So you mess up a little bit there. This guy passes it. It's not good. Immediately start. I like that you were going halfway. Going like this, facing this way is good in this situation because you could turn in if they mess up, or you could turn away if they're getting it. They're definitely getting it here. So it's important to come back and play off of them, allowing your teammate to recover. So now see how you would be over here, coming back, and then you'd be able to contest, or you'd be able to block the shot. Since you went for that, it's just kind of put you guys in a panic. You're constantly trying to recover. It doesn't help that harder. That's a risky pass as well. But him grabbing this boost here, he should have immediately started going back. Immediately. So don't even grab that boost. Start turning back and get this boost. And then flip, use that 12, get the 12 here, and 12 here. set up. Because these guys, if he's good enough, this guy should just be able to power shot this in. Because there's an open field. This guy's front flipping back. They ended up getting a goal anyway. So that's kind of on both of you. So just be careful of that. Thing to really take away there is you don't have to go for a pass if it's risky. Just start to make your way back. Test when you can. Again, this is another waste of boost. Say you grab this 100. That's a high hit. What you could do to maintain your boost, you could have just went up this wall without using any boost or very little. And then that'll allow you to make a clear behind the ball, which will be easier to get it out. Now, of course, in this situation, it's a little bit of a panic. So maintaining possession like slowly over your net is a little tough. Getting it out is probably your best bet. But you did see your teammate up as well, like well before that. So just keep an eye on your teammate. Because you're both using a lot of boost now, and that means you both might be at 58. Carter might be even lower. Yeah, you guys are both at 50 now because of that play. So look, now he has 9, and you have... Okay, you have 63. You just got that boost. But see how you guys are kind of scurrying? Nice, you got it anyway. Okay. But be careful. If you do find yourself being boostless, just try to make the smarter play and use as least boost as possible while making it like not a risky ball. Get it out of the danger zone. That's not too bad. Got it out of there, so it's not bad. That was another mechanical thing. The clear was okay. As you get better with wall clears, you'll be able to destroy that. I'm just trying to figure out what you could have done. Okay, there. I mean, that was a good demo by him. You could have jumped. You saw it, but dodging demos will come with time as well. Okay, so this is... I don't know. That's kind of a weird play by your teammate. Your teammate should be wrapping around here, going wide for like a pass, and you could come out. But he was racing you for the boost, which is... Nice shot, though. Good pass as well. So it's like working out for you guys, kind of being out of position a little bit, but... Yeah, I gotta keep watching. Your teammate again here. I don't know why he's leading this far. That's more like a kind of troll thing. They should have scored this 100%. So you guys are lucky, but he definitely should be in a better position there. Nice. It's a very good contest. All right. Now, again, you guys are kind of just on top of each other. You have to take your eye off the ball. Survey the situation. I don't know if Carter's doing the same thing, but just keep your eye away from the ball. Keep your eye on the whole situation. Your opponents, your teammate, and the ball. That's where your eye should be. That's how you have to base your decisions. Because going like into that ball there, that could have been really bad. You guys are going to win this game. Oh. So not bad. Again, the better your opponents get, it's going to be harder. Those like odd rotations are not going to work. You're going to get caught out a lot of the time. Let's see this last time. The Batmobile. Okay, you're not queuing with your teammate this time. This is definitely a myth. Okay, do you see how your position here? Again, your eyes are probably on the ball up until this point. I want you to keep your eyes on the whole situation. So let's look at what happens. You go for the boost, which is okay. Front flipping here is a little bit weird because if you front flip, you're committing to a whole certain amount of space that you have to cover, right? So you front flip here, you're going to land about here. Now that puts you out of position. You land here, and this guy booms this, that's a goal. So you have to think about where the ball is going to be based on how they are going to hit. So instead of front flipping here, I would maybe front flip to the side and then boost around. So if you were to front flip to the side, boost around, you'd be in an easier spot to catch this instead of coming from this angle, where if you touch it or you misplay it, it'll bounce out mid. If you come out towards here, then you could play it towards the side and keep up with it. Right? You could have caught this. It was a bit of a mechanical error, but in general, to just get a return, this guy could have put the ball in this general area. If you do rotate around properly towards the net, when he could take a shot, then it would be easier to clear it out. So he does get this hit, and then kind of go for the save. You used a decent amount of boost there, too. Be careful of that. All right, see how your eyes aren't on what's going to happen? So you hit this out. Look at where he's landing. He's right behind this ball. He should be able to just dribble this past you. He does. And he still got back in time, but that was really sloppy. So be careful. Remember to just play off of how they're going to hit it. That was really risky too, but you kind of like that. That was a pretty good 50-50. All right, that was just weird. What the hell is going on? Better watch this again. Okay, so see how you kind of cucked your teammate here. Let's go back a little further. Okay, so this is kind of the thing that's odd to me here is that you're not keeping an eye on the play. So see here, you kind of just take away your sight. You don't know what's happening the whole time. This whole time, the ball could be coming towards your side on the right, could be going on the left. First of all, this is a pretty far out contest. I would not have contested there. Once they get better again, they're gonna flip a lot faster, or they're gonna flick it better. And diving out like that is gonna get a little rough. So if you do see yourself diving like that, that's another dive. There's not many plays that stem off of that, unless you get lucky with a pinch, or you just straight up dunk them, you know? So be careful when you dive in. With this thing before, I would just keep ball cam on and try to connect or try to get little boost pads and play off your teammate. Your teammate could have had a really good pass there. And instead, you kind of just swoop around to the other side of the field where the ball is, and then you take your teammate's boost, and then you dive again. So your diving is what's throwing you off, and you're 34 boosts again, and you manage to get nothing out of the play. You know what I mean? Here I like that. You have a lot of space. You see your teammate. Okay, again, look at how much boost you're using. Boom. You're supersonic. Now you're supersonic. 24. See how you're using the rest? And you're picking up little boost pads as well? Be careful with how much you use. Don't use more than you have to. You know what I mean? If you're going for the big boost, then I guess it's fine. But if it's not there, just beware. But see how you're still diving here? And see how he's getting a flick off because there's so much space in between. You have to be more patient. Here, this is an okay move, but now slow down. Don't jump. Play off of your opponent. Wait for him to make the hit. Then your teammate will hit it, and you could play off of that hit. Instead, you're kind of just taking yourself out of the play the whole time, and you're leaving it up to Vayne, and he doesn't have anyone to pass to now. This is good. Okay, so that's a mechanical mistake. I don't really care about that. Sooner or later, you'll hit those every time. Or maybe not. It's fine. Everybody messes up. Okay, now see how much space you have here again where you could slow play it? So he hits it, right? But he's driving away. But you're already up in the air. Maybe you were a little nervous because you thought he'd go up for it. That's fine, I understand. But try to just survey as fast as possible to see if you could catch it and take possession. Sorry, my parents in the background are Okay, so you hit the ball, right? Again, you have 12 boosts for this play. How do we get the 12 boosts? You got 79 here, right? You use 30. But you could have just kind of played it slow, right? Now you used another 15. So you only have 15 left. And now you're kind of getting lower and lower. You don't have to be using boost here. Let's say you use it all that other while. It is what it is. You have none. Play it slow and maintain your boost so you can maintain the play. Because right here, you're kind of just chasing. There's no rush. You know what I mean? You're literally just giving up the ball by just kind of forcing this out. So play it slow. Right here, your teammate's in position to get the ball. Leave it. You know what I'm saying? Be the guy in the middle that plays off of it. Because kind of forcing a play like that is just giving possession to the other team. And it's making you have to recover over and over again. Consistent thing that I'm seeing here is that you're constantly recovering because you're overextending a lot of the time and diving. So being a little more patient when you should be will kind of fix that. It's all about smarter decisions. Your mechanics are fine. Like, see this? See how you're forcing the play again? It's patience. See that ball going up? You're not going to hit that ball. You're not going to get a good hit off of this unless you were coming out wider. So once you spot that you're not going to get a good hit, wrap around. Wrap around, play it slow. Because look at the recovery time now. And now all the boosts you're using. To get back to that. That happened to be a good demo, but you were out of position for it. Have to be careful with those. Nice. Teammates kind of nowhere to be found. I prefer to have people cheat kickoffs. You guys could trust each other to cheat. I mean, you don't have to cheat up that close, but it usually ends up being something good. I hope you play this slow. See, you jumping there? It's kind of a no-no. Oh, it's not kind of a no-no. It is a no-no. You're lucky you're... What's it called? Your guy kind of messed up. But I'm targeted for the higher level. You get up there. You're giving away possession here. Right? Val, he gets a weird touch, right? Just let it drop on your car if you're confident with your ball-catching ability that'll just land on your car. Catch it and maintain possession. Then make the move. Make your teammate, make your opponents come to you. That's why I say whenever you're in the corner, something like that, you're not confident you're going to get a hit directly to your teammate or whatever. Make your opponents come out. Draw them out. That's what forces them to recover, and that makes it easier on your offense. They're recovering. You could catch them off guard or maybe boost. They're out of position. Force them to make the move. So you're lucky that guy kind of just messed up. Again, at a higher level, they're not going to they're going to crush them. Might not be in every time, but it managed to work out for you, but still, careful of giving up position. Just like I don't care about your mechanical mistakes, I don't care about your opponent's mechanics. Because it's not indicative of what you're going to see at a higher level. Where I want to get you. Of course. Okay, I mean, I don't know the routing here. Your routing isn't too bad. He could have pocketed that. He could have pocketed that on the left side, but routing wasn't too bad. I probably would have stayed closer towards the middle of the goal while running back, just in case. Positioning here is leaving it open, though. That might be a goal. All right, so see how far you're coming out? Look at your opponent, and look how far you're coming out. Make sure you don't go too wide for passes. Remember that there's someone there in the middle contesting. And if your teammate doesn't hit it, that leaves open the whole thing open. Now, you got back in time, but just be aware of that. Nice. I like it. Able to contest properly. All right, so this is another no-no, man. You got to rotate back. Your teammate gets a bad hit or he gets a clear. Keep going back and see how your opponent is going to hit it and play off of that. You don't want to blindly... You don't know what the hell the opponent's doing at this point, the other guy. So he could have a hit. And now, again, this is increasing your recovery time. You know what I mean? And you're following the ball. So what that's doing... And they end up scoring off it. So that is another one of your problems, is that you have to return back. If it is a hit over you and you don't know what's going to happen, just go back. You know what I mean? Unless you could reach that ball, like you know that you could reach that ball before the opponent. Because now it causes your teammate to have to run back by himself. Instead, you could have went back immediately. You see this hit? Don't back up. You don't have to go for it. Right here. See him getting this hit? Just keep going back. The proper pathing that I would go, let me show you. Just that maybe it's a little more clear. So you're starting to come back here. You see that your teammate's going to hit it. I would just keep going back this way. Because you figure there's a guy around this area. I would go back this way a little bit. And then I would come around. With ball cam on the whole time. Come back this way. Wrap around like this. And oh, you see it dropping down. You could contest here if you want. You would have that open hit. Or, see that he's going to get a more powerful hit. Going back this way. And wrap around. Now look, you wrap around this way. Boom, you're ready for it. Now, of course, that was a weird touch by Vayne, but that's besides the point. Focusing on you. So it's pretty clear while you're not at GC, because if you keep doing these... you're not going to get there. You have to play it smart. So I hope it's helping. So I like the slowdown. It's really good. That was another mechanical mistake. Here, remember, there are several options. If you want to go for the air dribble, that's fine. I know you messed up a little bit. Maybe you're trying to go for a bump. But I'm not going to look too far into that. Nice, that was good. You did use a lot of boost for that, but it happened to be a good play. This is why I say cheating on the ball is pretty nice, because you'd be able to contest this a lot faster. Now you just kind of got outsmarted there, I guess. That's fine. If you want to get better at those type of contests, I mean, you'll naturally get better over time, but ones will definitely be your best friend, because it's a 1v1 situation. Yeah. I tend to stay away from ones as well, so I understand. Again, going for this is a no-no. You guys are gonna be. He should score. Teammate should definitely score. So here's another situation where imagine the thing that I was talking about before happens, right? Remember I told you if the ball is going this way, like this. You could hit it towards your corner and then grab the boost and come up. He's doing it for you here. So Goober hits it to the side. My main thing is I would keep on ball cam. Pay attention to if it's going to bounce here, then hit off the wall and come out, or is it going to roll up? If it rolls up, you have enough time to go around and hit it. If it bounces, you have less time, so focus on your opponents, focus on the ball and how they're approaching it. Then you make your decision. This, yeah, you get this touch. This touch is pointless. It's actually passing it. It's making it closer to Goober and making it easier for him to get it over. And then you follow up after, which is another no-no. So my advice to you is if the ball is going to roll up on the wall, they're giving possession away, where it's going to take Goober a second to get to it, wrap around a little bit farther. If you have enough time to go for this boost and still contest, do it. Which you would have. You would have had enough time based on Goober's position. That's why you want to keep ball cam on. Also, keeping ball cam on and knowing where the boost is without even... It's a very useful skill because it allows you to understand what's happening in the play. It doesn't give you any... So try to focus on that sometimes, maybe even in like free play, take the boost, you know, the unlimited boost off so you could go around and practice. Ball cam on, go around the map, pick them up without even looking. Try to get that muscle memory down exactly where it is. It's in the same place, but obviously there's different markers. After a certain amount of time, like for me, I kind of know where it is, based off of how you are on the map. It's going to happen. But yes, in short, wrap around. If the ball is going to roll up the wall towards you, then screw it, it's fine. If it's going up the midfield wall, then obviously you don't have enough time to go back. That's when you have to make your judgment. If you are going to beat them and you know it, then it's fine to go. If you don't think that you will, but you kind of hesitate, it's not good to contest. It's just going to put you out of position a lot of the time. Hope that makes sense. Okay, I don't mind that contest. It's a little chasey by you. In this situation, I actually would have went for the demo here on your opponent. Why? Because he's the only dude rotating and trying to recover. So if you get him, then it's kind of a 1v1 situation. That's a very specific situation. I would still be careful with trying to contest that dribble by him, because it would leave your teammate alone. But see how aggressive you are? You got to just be careful. This might be good. Nice. 1 second ago. Couldn't do it. Oh, damn. Well, I hope that helps, brother. I'm happy that I see, like, what's very evident of your gameplay that's, like, definitely holding you back. Watch this as many times as you need. I really hope it helped. Please let me know if it helped. I want to read, put in that last. This is a random queue on a West server. You should see some of the times that I lagged. The loss, I felt like it could have been a win. I agree. You're definitely too aggressive. Your contests have to be fine-tuned. Part of this. Just apply everything that I said. I hope it helps. Definitely should. Because a lot of those times you're just hitting the ball when you don't have to. Low a lot of the time. You're patient. Work on your dribbles and your flicks, especially if you want to focus on, because you could get it past the... Definitely get... But you just got to put the time in. For you, it's your contest, man. Not necessarily... The mechanics definitely took away some of the goals there, but your contest, you're way too aggressive. A little too much boost, which could be okay if you know how to cover the field properly, but for you, you boost being a little aggressive. Let me know what you think. I hope it improves your... Have a good one, Peachy. Thank you again for doing this lesson, brother. Peace.